guys, today I'm going to show you the testing kit that is from Great Plains Laboratory. It's a mold toxicity testing kit. Kit can test for other things too, however that's what I will be using it for. So as you can see, it's from Great Plains Lab. This lab is in Kansas. It says it can test for all of these things or issues associated with these things. This is the urine test kit. They also make kits for blood, hair, and possibly a stool kit. I'm gonna open it up and show you what's inside. Okay, so inside the kit is this really little pee cup. It's super little. It's only 50 milliliters, and it tells you how much you need to collect for each test. So there's that. Here is the instruction sheet, which I will go into more detail about. It has instructions for the different types of tests. A little biohazard baggie, and I was like, why did they send me a paper towel? It's like a Kim wipe kind of thing, just like an absorbent thing. And at first I was like, why do I need that? But the sample is frozen, so I'm guessing to prevent condensation. Have that in the kit. This is a price list for all of the different things. So as you can see, some tests you can submit to your insurance company. Unfortunately, all three of the tests I'm having performed, insurance coverage is unfortunately not available. They want you to submit the test online after you collect your sample, but before you send it off, because you need the collection date. And I thought I was going to collect today, but I didn't. So don't fill that in until you're actually collecting. This has what was ordered for me. Here's the big checklist of all the things you can get done from this company. I'm having the toxic non-metal chemicals, the mycotoxins profile, and the glyphosate test, so that's 3 tests. Also in my kit is this insulating thing, which you're supposed to stuff the sample into the bag, into this, into the box, into the FedEx package, in a pickle. Yeah, so you just have to stuff a lot of things. I don't want to show you like once I've collected the sample because that's disgusting. But so if I were to collect my sample right now, they say the instructions are save the cardboard box. Okay, save the box. Do not throw this away. When you get it, don't get all excited and unpack it and just throw the box aside. Like, no, save the box. It's a whole self-contained little kit. Keep it. Keep your box. Okay. So you're going to keep your box, and then there's one more thing in this pack they give you. I've already put it in the freezer. It's a little ice pack. It's like about this big, and they tell you to put that in the freezer for at least 4 hours before you send the sample. I thought I was going to do the sample this morning, but FedEx was unable to pick up, and since this has to be frozen for a certain amount of time, it was going to be too early of a pickup. So I'm doing it tomorrow. Send sample Monday through Thursday. Today is Tuesday, tomorrow is Wednesday, so I'm well within that window. Extra shipping charges will apply for Saturday deliveries. So if you ship it on a Friday, they're going to charge you. And the sample may become compromised due to the lab being closed over the weekend. So not only are you going to have to pay, you're going to have to pay extra, and you're going to get a crappy sample. So just don't do it. Check the specimen requirements for the stuff below, so match what test you're having. My doctor was really nice, and he circled the tests I'm having, so that was nice and easy. If you're wondering about the price, the 172 toxic non-metal chemicals, so that's a lot of chemicals they test for, that is $169 because I get a discount because I'm ordering it with the GPL, that is the GPL tox or the mycotox. So if you like order certain ones together, you get a discount. Mycotox is definitely, that might be their most, no, it's not their most expensive test, but it's one of their most expensive tests. That is $299, and then the glyphosate test is $69. It would be $99 if I wasn't having the others. So little discount, but still $537 in total, I think. Ooh. But health is really important, and if this is going to get me on the way to getting better, it is worth every penny. There is a form also behind this for your doctor to fill out, You fill it out with your personal information. My doctor actually didn't fill in his NPI, like his practitioner number, but luckily it was on the internet, so I was able to find it, and I was like, haha, I'm good at finding people. That sounds really creepy, but I am. He checked it off, checked off those 3 tests for me, so I'll look at them and I will compare them to the instruction sheet so I know what I need to do. Okay, back to the instruction sheet. Check the specimen requirements. Okay, the mycotox profile requires 10 milliliters of urine, and it says fasting for 12 hours may increase the excretion of mycotoxins from adipose tissue, but it's not required. So basically, I think you have a better chance at a positive result if you fast. So I have been fasting, so I'm gonna try and fast for about 12 hours. No things to discontinue for the GPL tox, that's 5 mils of urine, and glyphosate is 10 of urine. So that's 25 mils total, so I need to make sure that I fill up this cup exactly halfway, maybe a little more. It's always better to give them just a bit more than they say they need because you don't want it to come back. For all of these tests, it says collect the first morning urine. So in the morning, in the sample cup provided, collect sample prior to eating and drinking is preferred. You screw the lid on tight. You freeze this bad boy for at least 4 hours, okay? So freeze it for 4 hours before you ship it, and then only take it out of the freezer once you're ready to send it, and you ship it with that gel pack that you stuck in the freezer at least 4 hours ago. So that gel pack's got to be frozen for 4 hours, and this pee also has to be frozen for exactly 4 hours. Only use their container, so don't like collect into another container. I mean, I suppose if you need to collect into one of those little hat things because you have trouble peeing in the cup for some reason, or you have like some sort of catheter, you could do that, but ideally just like stick it under and pee in here to avoid contamination. Ladies, do not collect during that time of the month. That usually goes without saying, but that will contaminate your sample in most cases, so you want to avoid that if you can. It says to limit liquid intake. This is number 6. Limit liquid intake starting at 6 p.m. the night prior to collection to avoid sample dilution. So be really careful with this. Don't get dehydrated, you guys. Limit liquid intake does not mean don't. So drink your water. Just like don't chug maybe as much as you would the night before. I know a lot of people who have this test done have medical conditions where they need to drink a lot of water. Don't do anything like crazy drastic different. Just don't drink extra water because your pee needs to be yellow in the morning. So most morning pee is yellow, but just to make extra sure, it says it literally says urine must be yellow in color. If urine is clear, the sample is too diluted. So then they tell you dump that out, discard it, rinse the cup in hot water only, no soap, air dry, and then try again the next day, I guess. Then it says call if you have questions for customer service. So that's about it. Get her done. Pretending like I did the sample. Let's say, okay, I peed in here. Gonna stick it in my baggie with this bad boy in here too. I think it goes in there, I'm pretty sure. Oh, make sure you write on your cup and you fill out your paperwork and do everything, okay? Gotta write your birthday, your name, and your collection date. So do that, put it in here. Then you would get your ice pack. So pack your ice pack in there. Put the ice pack with this into this little guy. Try and get the air out maybe ideally. Peel this off, close it up. Then in your box with your paperwork, might I add. And you'll want to fill out the online form as well if you can, because it's recommended but not required. So fill that out after you collected, but before you send it. So right now, basically, close your box up, FedEx clinical pack, put it in, seal it up. This is already addressed to Great Plains Lab, and I also have my FedEx fillable stamp on here, so they've already put that there. I scheduled a FedEx pickup. If you don't live near a FedEx, I recommend that just because we have a drop box in town, but I didn't want to risk it sitting in the drop box and getting warm. So they said they have a window between 12 and 3. So they're going to come between 12 and 3 tomorrow, and I'm going to give this to them, which means my pee needs to be cold for at least 4 hours, so I can't do my pee any later than 8. I want to give myself an extra cushion, so I'm going to do it at 7. So make sure you give yourself enough time before your pickup to collect your sample. That's really important, because don't send it off half frozen. All right, that's all I have to say about the Great Plains Laboratory Urine Test Collecting Kit. Subscribe, and hope to be back with more videos soon.